Yo, what is going on, guys? We're back with another SnowRunner mod review, and today we're checking out the FAW J6P 6x4 edition. You don't have all the crazy options that you have in the other version, but this is still a pretty cool little truck, so I'm excited to jump in and test it out. You know what to do. Drop a like on the video, drop a sub on the channel, guys. There's something to do. Alright, guys, time to build and customize up the FAW J6P 6x4. This is the semi version, a little bit smaller. Engine, we got the LAZ 8T260, LAZ 8T290, IMZ 8330T. We're going to go with the IMZ 8330T. Gearbox, we got off-road, high range, and fine tune. We're going to go with the fine tune. Suspension, we got stock and active. We're going to go with the active. Tires, we got 43 HMD 1s. Winch, we got super winch. Frame add-ons, we got saddle high or saddle low. We're going to go with saddle high. Visuals, yeah, that's basically it. Let's pull this bad boy out and see what it could do. Alrighty, so I do believe we are in Heartlands. Yes, and you know, a trailer store wouldn't be a horrible thing. There's yeah. But I do want to take it up to Harvest Corp. It would be good to have it up there. We got the other FAW there. So we're going to take both these up. We're going to take the same trail we already took. I think it'll be good to see how this handles, you know, thrown into just a couple of different scenarios. But instead of going the long way, we're going to go this way this time as best as we can. And yeah, we're gonna try to get up there, get with the other truck, and then we got both of them in the same spot. Good little mod test, start it up. I really like the engine sound in this. It is clean. The neon green metal is different for me, but one of the things I kind of love about this is just the fact that we already took some damage. Okay. Alright, one of the things I love about it is just the fact that it drives like an actual semi in automatic. Now, a lot of the SnowRunner trucks, with good reason, they're a little slow, right? I mean, that's just how it goes in SnowRunner. But I do like having the option that you can have the speed that a semi should have on the road, while still having some off-road capability realistically, you know, in the low gear or even high gear. Automatic, this handles really well. I can't think of too much. This is a good photo opportunity. I can't think of too much that this truck wasn't able to provide, especially the other version. When you want to consider everything that you kind of drive through and encounter, it becomes a really hard balance, I guess, between having something that you could take off-road and also be able to haul heavy cargo. You know, SnowRunner doesn't have the mapping, at least in the default maps or vanilla maps, to really get some decent speed in a truck. So that's probably part of the reason why all the trucks are fairly nerfed. And, you know, they're not rockets either, but with no cargo, a lot of the vanilla trucks, I feel, should go a little bit faster in automatic. Again, the game engine and the way they take damage and everything, it's really a tough balance. I see why it's the way that it is, but it doesn't mean that that's the only way to have it necessarily. I think a big factor that draws people into the SnowRunner game, aside from the off-road capabilities, and in my opinion, you know, yeah, SnowRunner has its drawbacks and its flaws, just like every other game does, but SnowRunner brings a really unique perspective on the off-roading experience. And, you know, as heavily critiqued as it is, the modding experience is really quite epic when you think about, yeah, we're taking some pretty fast damage here. Let's put the suspension on. Let's put it in a low plus. Actually low. When you think about everything that you get out of Mod.io, yeah, it takes a while for them to get on console, but you know what? I think you would much rather a optimized and acceptable mod making it on a console a lot more than just having any mod on console. For console players, you know, it's tough. I get it, but at the same token, it's not as tough as having issues with your console solely because of the mod that was on it. Now, when you play PC, for example, if it's a pre-built, you got your warranty. If you built it yourself, you got different warranties on the parts. If anything causes any issues with your hardware, being out the game console, you might not be able to watch Netflix on your TV for a bit or play games till it gets sorted, but when it comes to your PC, you might have to do work or schoolwork or whatever it is on it, and that causes a whole separate problem. But the bigger thing is, I believe, you know, SnowRunner has to have extra caution when it comes to mods, because I don't think mods were ever really enticed to be on console. Console's always kept a tight knit on whatever you could do, you know, especially when it comes to mods or customizations to games, any changes. And it makes sense because, you know, Sony, Microsoft, they have to protect what they have. But for the most part with PCs, there's, you know, the obvious kind of concept that it may not be open source necessarily, but it's your PC to do with as you please. If you want to edit a save file, you can do that. If you want, that doesn't take away, like, you know, Xbox achievements, for example. I just feel like console has built such a solid reputation for what they offer. Their stability and their reliability, they can't afford mods or modders to take away from that. So, just like the other truck, suspension play and movement, absolutely incredible. Sound profile, incredibly balanced. I mean, we're in automatic in first gear here, and we're still just dredging through this mud. Like, this is a fun little truck. I'd love to see more trucks like this that aren't just super off-road heavy. Something different. That's what's quite enjoyable to see here in SnowRunner. A lot of people, you know, there's a million, well, not a million, but there's a lot of Silverados and F350s, and they're not that far apart from each other, but there's not that many trucks like this. That is going to conclude the mod review. We're going to get these trucks over into the next part of the map, actually, and start doing some contracts and walkthroughs. You know what to do. Drop a like on the video, drop a sub on the channel. If you want to check out this mod, the mod download link is going to be in the description, guys. We'll catch you with the next one.